Now, the tourism industry isn't just about people going out and about and experiencing various parts of the country. They really can't do that unless they know what's on offer in the different provinces. Expos and other events are key in terms of marketing businesses in the country. And one of them is happening now, the inaugural Mpumalanga Tourism Expo. And it was founded by the founder of Jakarta Media Holdings, Mr. Xolani Mthethwa. I think it's an amazing initiative that you guys have developed here. But what was the importance of developing the Mpumalanga Tourism Expo? Why did you see that need?
Good morning, Rofhiwa, and good morning to viewers. It became important for us to provide a platform to the tourism industry players in the province, particularly with the global pandemic, the COVID-19. There was a need for the products in Mpumalanga to have an opportunity to display some of their tourism offerings. So we felt that it's appropriate time, particularly in September, as you know that September is tourism month, to have this kind of an expo so that we encourage people who want to visit Mpumalanga to come to visit Mpumalanga, and also to provide this platform to say let's revive tourism, particularly because now there's vaccination that is going on and the levels of the lockdown are improving, and people must get out of their homes and be able to travel in our province.
Right, now you chose to host the expo not at an exhibition center or a conference center, but rather at the shopping mall. Why was this so important?
It became very important because actually we looked at a number of venues that we could have used rather than a mall, but our choice of mall was informed by the traffic that is already coming to the mall. As you know that even with the level 3 lockdown that we are on at the moment, people still continue to go shopping. So we felt that this mall, as the largest mall that we have in Mpumalanga, which attracts over 29,000 shoppers per day, it already gives us a captured audience already. So it was not going to be difficult for us to have traffic coming in to interact with some of our exhibitors. So that was the deciding factor for us to say, let's go to a mall rather than just a normal exhibition space.
That's right, and of course you didn't have to worry about consumers struggling to pay for tickets to go to a centre and things like that. So that's quite important. Talk us through some of the businesses that are exhibiting, and this has happened obviously over the last 2 days, this being the final day. The businesses that have been exhibiting over the last 2 days.
We've got 26 stalls in total that are on the floor, exhibition floor. It's a combination of different types of products that if you are a tourism person, you will want to enjoy. We've got tour operators who are putting together products, taking people around on transport to different facilities. We've got the tourism attractions themselves, where people can go and enjoy the actual activities and experience. We've got accommodation establishments, guest houses, we've got hotels. We also have health and wellness for people who want massages. You know, people work so hard these days, and at the end of the day, they want to be pampered. So it's a combination of those factors. Adventure activities as well, we've got plenty of them. If you're an adrenaline junkie and you want to go out, you like outdoors, we have all those products here. It's a combination of almost all the variety of products that if you are a tourism person and you want to enjoy, you will find under one roof.
Yeah, I mean, you've engaged with these tourists and you have been operating in the tourism industry. Of course, a lot of changes have taken place in a very short space of time. The partnership between operators and government and other stakeholders, do you think that's been sufficient?
I think there's room for improvement. But so far, I think there's quite a number of good collaborations between public and private sector. And it's good to see the support that the government is bringing into the party, particularly to support initiatives like the ones that we are starting here. So it's a very good platform for those collaboration and partnerships going forward, particularly at this stage where we want all parties to pull together so that we revive and reignite the tourism industry as we move out, you know, to getting more people vaccinated and then getting the tourism industry opened.
Right now, a lot of these tourism businesses are small to medium businesses, entrepreneurs venturing into the industry, and I'm sure you've engaged with many of them. What would you say are some of their biggest pain points in the industry?
Well, I think some of the biggest pain points, particularly for them, is the issue of funding. Particularly at this stage with the pandemic, that many of them had to struggle even to pay salaries. Some of them actually had to consider closing down. And the incentives that the government put forward, even the support that they've put forward, it's not enough. So some of them were really saying to the MEC yesterday when we were doing our walkabout with him, meeting and greeting some of the exhibitors, that they would like to get more support from government so that they're able to sustain their businesses. But over and above that, the infrastructure that is used by the tourists, you know, like your road infrastructure, the signage, and all those things, they need to be checked up so that those tourists that are still keen to come in here, they don't get a bad experience on our roads, signage, and those type of things.
Was there a firm commitment from the MEC to work on these problems?
Yes, definitely. You know, the problem becomes where some of these issues, like infrastructure development in particular, lies with another department. But the MEC gave his undertaking that because the other department is some of their colleagues that work there, they'll be able to look at some of the issues and already put plans to say how they can sort out some of those issues.
Brilliant, Mr. Mthethwa. Many thanks for your time. I've been speaking there to Xolani Mthethwa, who is the founder and chief executive of Jakada Holdings, really just painting a picture of why this expo was established.